Other losses from the first two nights. Rutgers goes and loses to Princeton. Princeton wins 68-61. So Princeton beat 2-seed Arizona, beat 7-seed Missouri in the tournament, made the Sweet 16 to be only the fourth 15 ever to get to the 16, and then opens its season with a 7-point win over a Rutgers program that had not scheduled Princeton in a decade. Fun fact, Princeton is 2-1 in its last 3 games against Rutgers. Shouts to Matt Aloko, who was terrific, had 21 points. It was a bit of an ugly game, but I was dialed in, and it was they played it in Trenton, so it was a quote-unquote neutral site game. Love to see that.
Is it true? Do I have this right? You reported yesterday that Brett Yormark is now considering adding Princeton to the Big 12.
I did. That is not my report.
I thought that was yours.
That is erroneous. But these again, thank you, Steve Peichel, for scheduling this game. I was interested in this game because Rutgers rarely schedules Princeton. Princeton's coming off a tournament run, and Rutgers is expected to be in the NCAA tournament conversation. Princeton not even picked to win the Ivy League after doing what it did last year. That's Yale in overwhelming fashion. That said, these exact results are why high major coaches straight up do not want to schedule, I'm being specific here, in-state mid-major competition. Losing to Princeton, how's this helping Rutgers? It's not whatsoever. If it had won the game, I actually think from a resume standpoint, it could have stood up well. It didn't, so it goes. Steve Peichel, don't let this scare you off from scheduling Princeton again, but I feel like as long as he's the coach at Rutgers, we're never going to see this match.
Oh, no. Rutgers, go ahead and book it. Season opener next season, John Brown.
There you go. Yeah.
Bring John Brown to Piscataway.
It's already on the top.
Bring me John Brown to Piscataway.
Oh, boy. Another upset. Man, I had my Flight of the Conchords ready and everything. Vandy, who'd they lose to? I'm going to play it. Let me know if you hear this. Who did Vandy lose to on Tuesday night?
A for effort.
You didn't hear it?
I mean, it's I appreciate the effort. I like that you're trying stuff.
Gosh, I got Flight of the Conchords all loaded up. Presbyterian.
I like that you're trying stuff.
Caribbean.
But the execution, you got to get a little. The execution ain't there yet.
Someone in the chat saying I'm 1 for 20 on getting recordings to play.
You're like the Michigan State of audio.
Oh, man.
We might have a leadership problem ourselves. It's possible we got our own leadership problem here.
Republic of Dominican. Ladies of the World, Flight of the Conchords. That's music assignment number 2 for the folks out there. Please go check it out. Flight of the Conchords, big time. Anytime I can squeeze in a Presbyterian into the show, I'm going to do it. I'll look into why this isn't playing. Gosh, man, that is just so disappointing. Oh, but not nearly as disappointing as Vanderbilt dropping a home game to the Blue Hose. The Blue Hose had lost 18 in a row. It's not just that. You lose to Presbyterian. First of all, what league is Presbyterian in? Can you get the league in 3 guesses?
Yeah.
Okay, give it to me.
Metro Conference.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Great Midwest Conference.
No.
Pac-12.
One more.
ACC.
That's a no. All right. Big South, and pick last in the Big South.
Not by me. Not by me. I didn't pick them last in the Big South.
I think for this episode, what trivia time?
Okay, let's go.
What town? First of all, what state is Presbyterian in?
Oh,
come on.
We counting Puerto Rico as a state?
No.
Okay.
It's not there.
Should be. Presbyterian?
Yeah.
I mean, that's in Virginia.
How about one more guess?
West Virginia.
Oh gosh, you're going west. You need to go south. It's in South Carolina. Not only that,
I know it's not far from Chester, I think.
Exactly. So I feel like for this show and this show only, let's get a little Clinton, South Carolina shout out at the end of the show. Okay, right next to Chester. Actually, let me let's go over. Let's do blind guess right now. I swear I didn't look this up. This is this is podcast production magic in real time here. What is your guess on how long it takes to drive from Chester to Clinton?
Oh man, $1.45.
$1.45. I'm going to say we're looking at 37 minutes. All right. Clinton, South Carolina. Here we go. Actually, we'll do Presbyterian exactly. Clinton, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
George
then,
Clinton,
exactly,
vice president
Clinton,
for James Madison.
sitting all over this right now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Chester, South Carolina. You said $1:45?
Yeah, hour 45 is what it's going to take to get you there. That's if traffic's
38 minutes.
That's if traffic's bad.
Clinton, you're looking at 55-minute drive right there on 72.
No, but I was taking into account like on
long way is an hour 7. So
yeah, and then I was assuming there'd be a really bad wreck on the interstate.
okay.
We get caught a little bit. You ever been caught a little bit? I saw a dead body on the side of the interstate a couple weeks ago.
Come on, man.
True story.
Trying to talk about Presbyterian beating Vandy.
I know, but I could tie it together. Give me 3 minutes. I could tie it
together.
together.
I know you can. All right, let's shuffle. Let's shuffle along here. Yeah, Blue Hose had lost 18 in a row. Picked last in the Big South, but not by Gary Parrish.
I didn't do that.
This team went 5-27 last season. Went into Vandy.
Just better than Louisville.
It's true. Nevertheless, it walked into Memorial Gym. Okay, it just walked right in. That's what it did.
Too many people do that these days.
There was no Tyron Lawrence for Vandy. He's the best player, but still, and no Lee Dort, who's a good big. But you cannot lose this game. So credit to Presbyterian. Shame on you, Vandy. Vandy's had a habit of dropping some games against mid-major competition in their home gym under Jerry Stackhouse. This is like the 5th or 6th time they've lost to a mid-major at home since Stack took over. Not a good sign. Also, other upsets. Oklahoma State lost at home to Abilene Christian. It was an ugly game. Not a good result for Mike Boynton's team. Abilene Christian, you may recall, beat Texas as a 14 seed in the 2021 NCAA tournament. That loss prompted Shaka Smart to go and be the head coach at Marquette.
I don't know why the NCAA couldn't have banned Oklahoma State from playing them.
Yeah, that's true. They should have stepped in. They should have intervened. You know what? Mike Boynton would have welcomed an intervention, I think.
Buddy.
He would have welcomed that. But that's a tough one. DePaul, come on. Listen, I think I speak on behalf of everyone associated with this podcast. We just want good things for DePaul. You can't be losing your season opener at home to Purdue Fort Wayne.
Ray Meyer wouldn't do that.
I don't think Ray Meyer ever lost to Purdue Fort Wayne. I think he was undefeated against the Mastodons, whether or not he encountered them, period.
Joey Meyer wouldn't have done that.
Shouts to Mark Aguirre. Tough loss for DePaul there. Hate to see it. And then VCU, in its first game under new coach Ryan Odom, McNeese State goes up there without former VCU coach Will Wade, who is serving.
It's hard to keep track.
Suspension. It is hard to keep track. VCU drops a game to McNeese State 76-65. Now, McNeese State, the overwhelming pick to win the Southland, like probably going to win that game, but that league by like 4 games or so. Nevertheless, goes into VCU, goes into that gym, upends them by 11. It's a notable result there. So those are some upsets of note.